Stop battery charging.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Oh, that's nice. Rodri stood his ground strongly. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lahm delivers.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. It's a great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And a header! It's fallen loose again! Barcelona have their third corner. Cruyff with the short one. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's in plenty of space here. De Ligt clears it away. And he's gone looking for safety. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Donatoni. Now it's Cruyff. No way through. Marquinhos. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Timber. And the pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Look at the space here. Ronaldinho. Searching pass he's played there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Howson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson makes the interception. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 17, Firmin. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Yamal.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Knocks it out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tryhard. Walker simply refused to be outdone there. Yamal. Eto'o. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Tryhard! So their fourth corner of the game. Marquinhos with the clearance. Tries one from range. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Sergi picks it up out wide. Barjuan plays it in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Corner.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
And it's been taken short. Flashes it across. Gets his head on it! He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Neymar, lovely feet. No way he was going to be out-muscled. And this is Neymar.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, what a ball! Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Ah, he's given it away. Thinks about the shot. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham, Eto'o, and the shot! And that's in! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
They really do have to make something of this. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, some tackle that. And that's it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Just a quick announcement.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Tries to play it through, and he plays one through. Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Can he get it through? So what can they make of this? Pings in across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. This is the time you need that pace.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ploughing through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This is a promising build-up. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Portugal still without a single shot on target. It's Tryhard! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. De Ligt.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a look and place it forward. Donatoni. Bernardo Silva. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Tryhard. He's on Joe. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Great vision. And here's Vitinha. Marquinhos. Timber. Can he spark a counter here? Donatoni. Oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva gives it back, looking to play him in, and he's in on goal, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nuno Mendes. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Hello, attendees.
Portugal
This
unable
is
to get back onto level terms before half-time.
Please
They
keep your
trail
eyes
1-0.
on your children during the match. at
Well,
all
obviously
times.
things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Ronaldo is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. De Ligt is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Juve. No, that was never going to make it. Portugal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now, can they get him away? Shoots! They're going to be quick to recover this. De Ligt can clear it away. Lovely shapes to shoot! He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chiellini. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mendes going forward. That's a sharp pass. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Distributed tidily. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nuno Mendes. And here's Neymar.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Juve, that's a cute ball.
Portugal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Timber goes sliding in. And here's Raul. Well, that is one way to stop him. Howson. Juve. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
minutes has been indicated.
Tryhard. Not too much more here than seeing out time and time in. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Against Japan.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's with the keeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Played out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cruyff. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vitinha, can he get it through? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Quality ball.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Now it's Messi. Rodri.
Portugal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. This looks promising. He's picked his shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it out wide. Rodri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Here's a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Japan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short. That's an excellent interception. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Pull it. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Those of you making their way
Any
home
opinion
on
you'd like to
public
express on the first half?
today, please watch the
Portugal
screen
really
for
have
train
looked
departure
very
times
good
from
in
all local
transitions,
major
so
stations.
I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Portugal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So, into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pull it. Zanetti. Now Seedorf. And here's Schneider. Oh, he's having a go! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Schneider. Messi, here's on, and Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Schneider plays it short. Mbappe. Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top drawer. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to... Oh, terrible pass. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Schlotterbeck. And he cuts out the supply. De Rossi. And it's Seedorf. Tryhard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pull it, shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. That has ended up in no man's land. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. The Rossi, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Rui Costa.
Added minute has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Timber. Vitinha. Well timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. Cruyff. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Jupe voted man of the match,
Please
and
join
deservedly
me in wishing
so.
all the best for members of our fan club.
So what do you take away from it all, Tim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldo finds himself offside. Rivaldo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Perez.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Vieri. The muscular approach does pay off here. Cristiano Ronaldo, with a reputation for taking on any shot. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hazard. Vieri. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rivaldo. Juve herring after the ball here. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Rivaldo looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Tryhard. Five minutes till the break. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's going for goal! Brilliant by Vitinha! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Portugal score first! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, outsmarting him this time. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
Areas within these grounds.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that is headed for the middle. Oh, he's been caught napping! Pess is flagged offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Cristiano Ronaldo has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Rivaldo. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Portugal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now there's a fine ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Khan claims comfortably. Rijkaard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Cruyff. Rodri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Cruyff. Rijkaard. Very much into the last knockings.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rijkaard claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
For an information bulletin from the
How would you
regional
sum
police
up what we've
department.
witnessed, Jim?
Portugal honestly could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal. But with the control they had, they were never really under threat of losing this, Peter.
So just time. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented.
Header! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Roberto. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Impressive! Oh, crossbar! Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now, what about a counter-attack? Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite a... He's having a shot! It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
12 minutes is
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Not the most convincing of passes. This is a promising build-up. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tryhard. In by Tryhard. Marquinhos clears. Could move up a gear here. Olise. He's found a way past. De Roberto. De Roberto. Getting up there! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Offside that time. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Mendes stood his ground strongly. Looking for the far post. Lovely, now then.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good take in a good area. Tryhard. Juke. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bernardo Silva really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. good effort. Relentless, just relentless. And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is indeed the final act. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
By the club or any other paid
Portugal marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Roberto. Olise. Gerrard has it in a wide position. Space for him to turn and look.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Rodri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Mendes. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Marquinhos. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk. And Serginho. De Roberto. Olise, he is onto this.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Vitinha has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. And that has been knocked clear. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pass somewhat off target. Strong running down that left flank. And he's managed to get free. In towards the back stick.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Bernardo Silva clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's a lovely, neat pass. He's having a hit! It is a very, very good save.
Has been indicated.
And that is that. Portugal looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Tryhard picking
Hello,
up the
everybody,
Man
and
of the
quick
Match
announcement
award,
now. We would
and
like
no
to ask you all
surprise
to
there.
kindly stay seated during the match.
So
Thank
Jim,
you
how
for
do you
your
reflect
cooperation.
on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Portugal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the...
Best! That is some save from Khan! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Best clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's really well cleared. Salah. It's Salah! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. That has been cut short. He's on it, can he get on? Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Chooses to go cross-field. Portugal still without a single shot on target. And it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it? Can he finish? Portugal! And Portugal score first. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Timber gets across to intercept that. Gerrard. Now it's Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Couldn't squeeze it through. And Cruyff! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end? And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's pulled back. Varane attempts a clearance. Searching pass he's played there. Howson cuts out the pass. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. This is a promising build-up. Tryhard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So they have it all to do again. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And
we are
now
up to the
with a quick
break.
request
Well, I
for
think
support
keeping our
from
neutral
our
hats on,
charity fund,
Peter, this is
Chance
more
in
than a
Football.
decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so the action is resumed. And he was quick to react. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's a decent clearance. Crossed it again. And he's got his range wrong there. O'Shea gathers from the goal kick. Duke. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Tryhard. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Gerrard. And here's Tryhard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a searching pass. Gerrard. And it's Cruyff. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Pass somewhat off target.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Cruyff. He's found a way. Cruyff! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cruyff really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Best. O'Shea. Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Cruyff. Shot could be on. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Cristiano
And now,
Ronaldo taking
please
in the
turn towards
accolades,
the
having been
screen
named
for a
man of the
special
match,
presentation
and
featuring
deservedly
how
so.
guests
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it
everybody,
might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of
Brazil
noise and energy.
against Portugal.
This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history should... Shot at goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Delightful ball. He is through here. Chance, surely! Lofted upfield. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Tries a shot! It's loose. Has another go! The ball goes in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And Mateus. So it is still 0-0. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Messi. Tryhard is always looking to break lines. Shot could be... and he shoots! Cleared away. Mateus. And that's gone loose. Jupe. Rodri. Tryhard in acres of space out wide. He's found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tryhard. Some really good ball movement. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Tryhard. And Cruyff! And that's another fine save.
Cruyff really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And a chance! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attack.
Cruyff!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, robust challenge. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick announcement. We would
How's
like
the first
to
half
inform
compared
you
with
that
your
CCTV
expectation?
is now in
Portugal
operation
really have
for your
looked very
safety.
good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Portugal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 4, Johan Cruyff. Number 9, Zanetti. Coming on the
So
field.
we're off again.
Number 10, Tryhard.
Portugal can do themselves a
Number
massive
27,
favour by grabbing another
Silvestre.
win here.
Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. Costa Curta. Brazil are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Pedri. The message is clear, none shall pass. Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. David Villa is onto this. Lovely ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Brazil are back in business. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you...
He's going for goal! Off the post! Mateus. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Costa Curta. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And it's Pedri. Messi. Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a little off target. Messi! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pinches it off him. Tryhard. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pedri.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Donatoni. He's through here. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's it! They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. A game that is a tale of one that got away, A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead,
And a quick
and
reminder
ultimately
today,
they lost the
everybody,
game.
to make sure to put any litter in the
Thoughts
bins
on what we've just
provided.
seen?
Thank
Well,
you for
Peter,
your
this was
cooperation.
probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.